The Saints lose another preseason game, but there were a lot of positive signs against the Browns, especially on defense, where the team is now looking for more leadership. Plus, which Saints stood out in Cleveland Thursday? And a pair of local long shots are hoping to make that final roster. LSU's offense shines in the Tigers' second scrimmage of the fall, and Anthony Davis is happy to be in New Orleans as a critical season looms for the Pelicans.
This is the last word on sports. Fourth Down on 4 starts now.
We've said it 100 times. For the Saints to make it back to the playoffs, they have to get better on defense. And 2 weeks into training camp, there are positive signs and negative. I'm Doug Mouton. Welcome to Fourth Down on 4. The negative, injuries to cornerbacks Delvin Breaux and Marshawn Lattimore have kept the Saints' top pair off the field. And Sean Payton hopes to find more defensive leaders, as Leslie Spoon reports.
Last year, the Saints finished the season ranked 27th in the league in total defense, dead last in passing defense. Sean Payton believes turning that around requires more than X's and O's.
One of the things we're looking for is, who those leaders are going to be defensively, and that's something we talk about a lot more than you think.
You'd assume Cam Jordan is that guy on defense, but it seems Payton needs to see more out of him than just filling up the stat sheet.
He's a consistent performer. There's areas that he's working on to improve, and I think it's going to be important for that defense to improve, that we get better leadership.
Jordan normally leads by example.
The way I play has to set a tone. I mean, if I come out soft, and I'm supposed to be the voice of our defense, how can anybody else come out and be better?
But Payton made it seem like he needs more than that. When Jordan was asked about it, he, pardon the pun, got defensive.
Where you been? Is this somehow just become my D-line? I thought it's been my D-line probably since Will left. At some point in time, you got to take control of what your defense is, and as a player, you always want to exceed expectations. So I expect that from each and one of my D-line.
Kenny Vaccaro is the other veteran player that's been the most reliable on that side of the ball. Payton needs more from him as well. The past 3 years haven't been good enough. Everyone needs to do more.
He's an important part to what we're doing defensively, and I think not only, as a safety, but someone that, has some versatility, and then also someone that can be a leader.
The 2011 first-round pick was vocal over the summer, mad at himself for not meeting any of his goals. He said he was a top 15 pick, that he should be a Pro Bowler, and that he hasn't earned the respect that he needs. He plans on correcting that this season.
I just want to be a better communicator while I'm on defense. Sometimes it's all about not me knowing my responsibility, but letting everybody else know what plays come in, situation in the game. We got a lot of young guys on defense, and I got to be that alpha dog, that field general back there.
You just really want to be the leader. You want to be that guy that the defense lean upon. You just want to be that guy. Look, the younger guys lean upon, like me. I'm still growing. Going my second year, I still lean upon him, and just know him by his knowledge in the game. So it's just the growth, where you trying to become, and just not by him, just a me guy. He's trying to get a new contract and all this and stuff, but he's really putting the team first.
Vaccaro pointed to himself, Jordan, and A.J. Klein to lead this defense out of the dumps. He said the three have seen a lot of huddles, played a lot of snaps, and it's up to them to push the young guys along. He's impressed with what he's seen from Klein so far.
A lot of leadership. He knows the defense in and out already. He can set the front.
Klein told us 2 weeks ago that he expects to be wearing the radio in his helmet and relaying the calls to the defense, no matter which spot he plays. He's the only linebacker that's taken reps with the ones the entire camp. In Carolina, Klein was behind Luke Kuechly and Thomas Davis, one of the best linebacking tandems in the league. Vaccaro doesn't think he's that far behind talent-wise.
I mean, I used to watch him when Kuechly was dealing with his concussion stuff. AJ would come in, and there really wasn't that much drop-off. I mean, Luke Kuechly's one of the best linebackers in the league, and AJ played his ass off when he got in there, so I'm excited to be playing next to the guy.
Production is an absolute must, but can this trio of veterans rise to the challenge of leading this defense in the right direction? The only way to go is up. Leslie Spoon, Fourth Down on 4.
All right, thanks, Leslie. We took this question to a quartet of the best journalists covering the Saints. Have you seen enough from this defense to believe they can make a significant improvement this season?
I don't think they're going to go from 32 to, 8. I don't see that. I don't see that kind of improvement. But I do think they're going to be better. In particular, I think they're going to be better because I think the pass rush is starting to improve a little bit. You're getting guys like Al-Qadim Muhammad who are starting to flash a little bit. You know what you're getting in Kikaha and also Alex Okafor. But in the secondary, if you get Delvin Breaux back and Marshawn Lattimore, I think there's something to work with back there with guys like Ken Crawley and Devontae Harris are having pretty good camps. So I think the secondary, along with the infusion of talent at linebacker, different guys in the mix, I really like A.J. Klein. So I think they're going to be better. I don't know if I'd say significantly better.
Do I think they're going to be a top 10 defense? Do I think they're going to be, the Seahawks? No. But I think that this team, maybe it's kind of one of those things you don't want to have to say because it doesn't sound sexy, but there's a lot of this defense, and that's really been the thing that's killed them most the last couple of years is when injuries have happened, they haven't filled in those spots well. And it seems like there's legitimate players going down in just about every spot. And I think that's a big reason that the defense could be better this year.
I don't know if significance even the right word. The big question is, can they exonerate themselves from being one of the more porous units in the league? And I think they can. The big thing is that their players are on the field. Delvin Breaux's out, Marshawn Lattimore's out. But last year, you're 8 cornerbacks down midway through the season. So overall, their players missed 301 games due to injury. So just getting healthy, I think, will make them much better. I thought Marcus Williams played really well in this game. Von Bell's looking a lot better. So if those guys step up and these second-year players keep getting better, all they have to do is get average, and I think that's good enough.
I think the biggest reason for optimism is also the maybe biggest reason for pessimism in camp, which is it's the health of the secondary that's going to make all the difference. If Delvin Breaux and Marshawn Lattimore are your starting cornerbacks and P.J. Williams is your nickel, then that's 3 new starters that you didn't have last year. Unfortunately, Breaux and Lattimore have missed so much time. Now, it's still really early in camp. They might both play. The last 2 preseason games might be good to go for week 1. And if that's true, then yeah, I'm really optimistic about this team. But I think the health of the secondary is going to make or break the direction of this defense.
Thanks, guys. Coming up, we'll look back at Thursday's loss in Cleveland, where some of the smallest Saints had the biggest performances of the night. But it was a forgettable outing for one veteran wide receiver. Plus, Ed Ogeron has plenty of praise for LSU's offense after Saturday's scrimmage, and he weighs in on whether there's a quarterback battle in Baton Rouge. And later, Anthony Davis is optimistic the Pelicans can make a playoff run in Alvin Gentry's 3rd season. The Saints now have one former LSU Tiger and one former Tulane Greenie fighting for a job at the same position. This weekend, the Saints added Tulane Xavier Rush. They had signed LSU's Traven Durrell immediately after the draft. Leslie Spoon reports on the 2 local wideouts.
Honestly, both Xavier Rush and Traven Durrell are huge underdogs to make the final 53-man roster, but certainly the practice squad isn't out of the question. For the Tulane grad, the wait felt like forever. Xavier Rush was eating at Buffalo Wild Wings when he got the call from the Saints. He said he didn't even finish. He paid the bill and headed to the facility to sign.
Sigh of relief. Just been waiting, been working hard, just staying at it, staying focused, and just glad there's an opportunity in a city that I played college ball in and with a great team.
Rush was enjoying a fruitful senior campaign at Tulane in 2014 when he tore his ACL that October. He spent some time with the Eagles last year, but didn't stick. Rush worked out for the Saints over a week ago, so he's had to sit around and wait. He told us one day he even came up here and watched practice right here in the bleachers with the fans.
It's hard watching from the stand because when you feel like you deserve to be out there playing, you just learn. You try to learn.
There's a lot of competition at receiver, but Rush says he doesn't look at the roster and circle guys he needs to beat out to make the team.
Like my receiver coach in college told me, this is like a golf game. It doesn't matter what everybody else does. As long as you handle your business, do what you got to do, keep improving your game, then you'll stand out where you need to stand out.
And the 24-year-old already has a leg up on the competition, reuniting with former Tulane head coach Curtis Johnson. Rush already knows the offense because it's the same thing he ran uptown. Most of the terminology is the same, how to read it, the route concepts. The only thing that's different is the splits because of the NFL field.
It's familiar. I feel like, even though it's my first day, I feel like I've been here the whole training camp because looking at the script, knowing the offense, knowing the formations, knowing these things without even going to meetings yet, it's a sigh of relief. I'm not out here with like a chicken with my head cut off. I'm actually functional.
Former Tiger Traven Durrell doesn't have that luxury. He only had 28 catches last season. That and injuries left him undrafted. There are currently 10 receivers on the Saints' 90-man roster, so he's got to find a way to stand out.
I think he's got real good size. I think he runs well for his size. I'm sure he's going to have to add strength, and there's a lot of work he has to do on some of the specifics. And then, is there a way for him to fit in the kicking game? All those will be questions we have a chance to answer.
This system is a lot to pick up, especially for a young guy early on, but he's definitely a talented guy, and I've seen him make some plays, and I think for most receivers, it's just, man, when they know what to do and then they can just play fast and play with confidence, the better they play. And so I think he's definitely had his moments where, man, you see it begin to click, and he's doing some things very well.
There's now just one roster cut to get down to the final 53, so the pair will have 3 more preseason games to prove their worth. Leslie Spoon, 4th Down on 4.
All right, thanks, Leslie. The Saints have now lost 10 preseason games in a row after Thursday night's loss in Cleveland, and the team is completely unconcerned. Drew Brees told us before the game winning in the preseason is not the primary objective, and Sean Payton handled the game accordingly. Brees warmed up at First Energy Stadium but didn't play. Many of the Saints' big guns didn't play at all or played very little, and the smallest Saints stole the show. 168-pound Tommy Lee Lewis caught 10 passes for 124 yards and a touchdown.
Over the middle, he's got it. Touchdown, Tommy Lee Lewis.
I came out in the zone feeling good. Just feel like, man, we work so hard not to come out here and have fun. That was my mindset, just come out and have fun, let the plays make themselves.
Lewis may have helped himself in Cleveland more than any other Saint. He's fighting for a roster spot, and this 32-yard beauty from Garrett Grayson could go a long way towards securing that spot.
Coming out of the huddle, we kind of winked at each other, and me and Grayson always kind of have a connection, even in practice. So he winked at me, I winked at him, and he gave me a shot to go get it, and I laid out.
Grayson led the Saints with 126 yards passing, but fourth stringer Ryan Nassib delivered the game's best quarterback rating. Nassib is a free agent long shot who has often not been good in camp. But in Cleveland, he played well, 10 of 14 with a touchdown.
There's some things about him when he's in the game. There's a comfort level to him.
You don't get a lot of chance to play this game, so whenever you get a chance to, especially a guy in a position like me, you just want to take advantage of every opportunity you have. And if I'm able, I'm gonna play.
The day after the game, Sean Payton mentioned 3 guys specifically as having good days in Cleveland: Tommy Lee Lewis, Manti Te'o, who Payton said showed encouraging signs, and rookie running back Alvin Kamara, who led the Saints with 35 yards rushing.
It's definitely exciting, just getting in there and getting that first action. I just want more now, so just got to keep getting better.
Payton also praised his 3 young cornerbacks, Ken Crawley, Devontae Harris, and P.J. Williams.
I like the way we contested the ball in the secondary early on. I mean, that first group I thought did a good job. Quietly, he and Harris been having, I think, pretty good camp. So P.J. himself, I thought on the back end we did some things that were encouraging.
What was less than encouraging was the play of free agent wideout Ted Ginn, and a recurring problem for Ginn showed up again. On their second offensive drive, Chase Daniel led the Saints inside the Cleveland 5-yard line. 3rd and 3 from the Browns' 4, and this happened.
It looks one way, back of the end zone, and it's dropped.
Sunday, Ted Ginn was asked how he thought he played in Cleveland.
Minus the drop, I only had about 6 or 7 plays. I played pretty well. Got a couple more details that I got to draw out. But for the most part, I think we had a good, productive drive going down in that first drive.
I'm comfortable with the player, and he's going to make more big plays than not. I like his focus, and I like the way he approaches the game. He's one of those guys that if you run the ball 35 times and throw it, doesn't matter. He just wants to win. And I think that's contagious a little bit in that room.
And maybe that's why, despite the drops, Ginn still has an NFL job after 10 seasons in the league. But drops have been a problem in camp, although Sean Payton says he's not bothered by them.
It's been solid. It's been good. Here's the thing, you're always wanting to, see the players still run, and I've seen that. So I think he's doing well.
And while drops have been evident, so has the speed. Ted Ginn can definitely still run. The Saints will practice Monday and Wednesday in Metairie this week. Then they take off for Los Angeles Wednesday afternoon. They'll practice against the Chargers Thursday and Friday, and then play Los Angeles Sunday night at 7. Meanwhile, in Baton Rouge, Ed Ogeron said this weekend, Matt Canada's new offense is roughly 70% in. And in preseason game number 2, Ogeron said that offense had a big day. Remember, LSU is running through 4 Saturday scrimmages leading up to the BYU opener. Ed Ogeron calls them preseason games. This weekend was preseason game 2 of 4. And remember, all these preseason games are closed, so there's no video. But Coach O loved what his offense did.
Our offense dominated most of the day today. I thought they came out with a great physical mindset.
He said on the first play from scrimmage, Heisman Trophy candidate Darius Geis went 60 yards for a touchdown. Geis told us this week he's loving the new offense.
It's a creative offense, you know. Offensive guys got to love that.
Seemed like Matt is very comfortable in calling his offense. I thought he did a tremendous job of calling the game today. We came out very physical on offense and took it to the defense. The defense was really for a little while.
Ogeron praised the play of his offensive line and said injuries to starters have allowed 2 true freshmen to play and get noticed.
Sadiq Charles continues to play guard and tackle, has impressed all the coaches, so has Ed Ingram. Those guys are going to be outstanding football players for us.
Charles is a New Orleans native who relocated with his family to Jackson after Katrina. He's been an early camp star. Ogeron also praised Destrehan defensive tackle Glenn Logan. And he said both Danny Etling and true freshman Miles Brennan threw for more than 100 yards, and that drew the obligatory quarterback battle question.
Danny's our starting quarterback right now. Nobody's beat him out. Miles did practice a couple of snaps with the first team today. Did well, but again, Danny took most of the snaps for the first team.
Etling told us this week he's feeling much better than last year after having back surgery, and he said he's sleeping better because he's not in pain. All in all, the second preseason game, according to Ed Ogeron, was a good day for the LSU offense, with BYU now 3 weeks away. Still ahead, as Anthony Davis held his basketball camp at UNO this week, he tells us how he reacted to the rumors that the Celtics were pursuing him. And Davis has high hopes that DeMarcus Cousins, Rajon Rondo, and the rest of the Pelicans can make the playoffs this season. If the Pelicans don't make the playoffs this season, the organization will certainly make major changes, and everyone knows it. After 2 straight losing seasons, another one would mean the end of the Dell Demps Alvin Gentry era. But the team's star couldn't be more confident. Anthony Davis has certainly heard all the rumors. This week, he took time to work with kids at UNO. He knows DeMarcus Cousins only has 1 year to go on his contract.
I mean, I don't really care what nobody say. We feel like that we have a shot against anybody. We're not worried about all the white noise and what other people are saying, but more so what we got to do in the locker room and on the court together.
Andy said he heard the rumors that he could eventually be traded to Boston, to the point where he called to make sure there was no truth to it. Of course, there wasn't.
Yeah, I'm happy here as a Pelican. I am happy here.
Davis and Cousins were thrown together at the All-Star break, and while they showed flashes of what they could do together, it didn't gel quickly enough for New Orleans to make a playoff run. But now they'll get a full training camp together.
I love working out with him. I mean, he brings so much to our team. He said he feels like he's in the best shape of his life, so I'm excited about that and come out guns blazing and start the season.
And in the offseason, the Pelicans secured a terrific defensive backcourt, re-signing Drew Holiday and bringing in 4-time NBA All-Star Rajon Rondo.
Elite point guard. Basketball IQ off the charts. Great passer. Great defender.
Now it's time to put it all together. Davis is a wily old veteran at this point, at 24 years old, with 3 more years on his contract in New Orleans. He's already been to the NBA All-Star game 4 times, but he's never won a single NBA playoff game.
We definitely believe that we have enough pieces on paper to make the playoffs. And not just make it, but actually make it run in the playoffs. So that's what we're expecting. Like I said, everybody's excited, everybody's prepared. It starts in training camp.
Training camp opens and the mission begins at the end of next month. And the Pelicans will wear slightly different uniforms this coming season. The biggest change in both the blue and the white, the words New Orleans are significantly bigger and bolder. The team will also unveil a Mardi Gras uniform later, and they're expected to have a fourth uniform style this season. We should see the Pelicans in red jerseys at some point. We're back with more 4th Down on 4 in a minute.